All right, so I am sharing my screen and recording, my darlings. All right, so this is Applied Math. This is the second term. The term will run from November 16th, 2020 until January 22nd, 2021. Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember, this second term goes incredibly quickly because we have days off. So remember, we have 2 days off next week. And then we are here for maybe 2-3 weeks. Then we have winter break. When we come back from winter break, it will be January the 4th. And then on January the 18th, we have MLK Day, and that following Friday, the term is over. Saying all that to say, stay up with your assignments so you don't have to play the catch-up game.
See, that's too much. That's too much.
Right, exactly. And some of you found, even though we are virtual, well, being virtual, playing catch-up is a lot harder than us being in the building. You know, so again, we're going to stay up on our assignments. Remember that the afternoon labs will be available to all of you. So if for some reason you missed the morning class, the afternoon class is an hour too. The afternoon lab is an hour. So you can come, you can get the lesson, or you can just get a synopsis of the lesson, you know, or you could just get little pieces. And you also will have access to the videos. So if you need to, like Mira, she worked a double. So she's tired right now and she's here, but she might drift off every now and then, but she'll have the tape to look back at and see what she may have possibly missed. So you have opportunities to get the lesson, the class, the lab, and the videos. So there's really no reason that you should fall behind, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So let's make it happen, good people. And remember, you got to bring pencil and paper because you're probably going to need some notes, you know? So you'll have something to refer to as we go through the lessons. So again, every text you see, I say, bring pencil and paper. And in this case, sometimes you might want to bring a calculator. All right, so let's talk our talk. Now, for those of you who may not have been here yesterday, you need to log into this. Hello, welcome, welcome. So those of you who may not have been here yesterday.
My bad, Hicks. I'm all late, but I kind of had a little bit of a problem with my lip ring, and it kind of came out, and I was like in the bathroom panicking.
Oh my! Hey Zach, what's up, babe? Welcome back, my love.
What's up?
Feeling like a villain, girl. All right, so for anyone who may not have been here yesterday, I need you to log into Summit. Remember, on the left panel, you will see your name at the bottom. Click your name, and you will go to enrollment code. The enrollment code for this class, B as in Bob, E as in Ed, 6163, F as in Fred, B as in Bob. Again, excuse me. The enrollment code for this class is BE6163FB.
Where do I go to put my enrollment codes?
You logged into Summit?
Yeah.
All right. You see on the left-hand panel, go all the way down to your name. Click your name, and you should get a pop-up, and it should say enrollment code in there.
I'm on my phone, so it doesn't look the same.
Oh.
Or would I be able to do that once I get my laptop?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're not going to be on Summit. This week is we laying the groundwork. So we're not even on Summit. So don't worry about that. We are going to be doing the math that will support what we will be doing. Okay, so you'll have Friday. If you have your laptop, your Chromebook by Friday, you can enroll then. Okay, and for those of you who do, okay, cool, thank you. And those of you who do have your Chromebooks, remember you will not see a code for Spanish. And if you have African American history, you will get that code when you go to the class. Okay, so everybody should be into our applied math class on Summit so that I might be able to give you the assignments. So pencil and paper time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do the warm up. I would like you to find the mean, mode, median, and range of the following sets of data. People who are on your phone, the first one, 4, 4, 7, 8, 5, 3, 4. Again, the first set of data, 4, 4, 7, 8, 5, 3, 4. You are finding the mean, the mode, the median, and the range. The second one, 160, 100, 150, 125, 125, 150, 114. Again, the second set of data, 160, 100, 150, 125, 125, 150, 114. The third set of data, 372 thousandths, 366 thousandths, 362 thousandths, 333 thousandths, and 327 thousandths. So remember, you know that THS means that it is a decimal. So again, those of you who are on your phones, the third data set, 372 thousandths, 366 thousandths, 362 thousandths, 333 thousandths, and 327 thousandths. I have 10:51. I will give you 9 minutes, 11 o'clock. Let's have some conversations, ladies and gentlemen. Again, mean, mode, median, and the range of each data set. Hello, I hope that means you joined and not left. Excuse me.
We have to find the mean, mode, and median of each one.
Yes, and the range.
Okay.
And again, ladies and gents, I encourage you to have a notebook of some sort so that you can kind of keep this stuff together. And again, you'll have something to refer to as we move, excuse me, as we move through the course. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. We are finding the mean, mode, median, and range of each of the 3 data sets. Okay? So there are the data sets. Oh, sorry. There are the data sets. Okay. We got about 4 minutes. What's this? Oh, he's here. You should tell me. All right, about 3 minutes. We're gonna be ready to rock and roll. And please remember when I'm sharing my screen, I can't see the chat. So I will ask if you are going to volunteer your answer. If it's in the chat, I will look in the chat. Let's say that. I'll look in the chat first before I start sharing.
Still, like I ain't even gonna lie. I was looking up the definitions of mean, median, mode, and range because I forgot.
Okay. All right. Well, and you know, that's what, again, like I said, this week we just laying the groundwork. We laying the groundwork. These are some of the things that we are going to, or some of the concepts that we are going to use in our study of models. So, or representing data using models. So it's all good.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to learn.
Absolutely. I was going to say, no, you continue doing what you're doing. But what I'm saying to you is, as you do, you'll see what, you know, what the other answers. See if you can check your answers against what is given. If you fall, you know, if you don't do the same. All right.
Yeah.
All right, my darlings. Let's do it. So now, the mean, mode, median, and range. For the first one, anybody have a proposal for the mean? Let me check the chat.
5.
Yes, the mean is 5. What's the mode?
4.
What about the median?
4.
What about the range?
5.
Talk to me. Yes. Now, well, what do you notice about the data? What did you do to it? I'm gonna let it marinate. I said, and what do you notice about the data? How it was presented, but how you used it. What did you do?
Well, for the first one, for me, I got 5 because how I get 5 again?
Well,
Oh, I added all the numbers up and then divided 35 divided by 7 and got 5.
But my question is, how did you figure that the median was 4? What did you do to the data set?
I put them in order.
Yes. Yes. That was the key, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So for number 2. All right. Anybody? Quay, you hold your... Who?
132.
I hear you. Go ahead. What's the mode? Somebody else can answer. We share. 132 is the mean. I agree. Don't I, Quay? All right. The mean, yep. 132. I'll tell y'all why I said that to her. Come on, mode. Anybody the mode for number 2?
Yeah.
Think about what the mode means in a data set. All right, we'll come back to the mode.
It's
Anybody?
125 and 150, Miss Hicks.
Who?
It's 125 and 150 for the mode.
Okay, I agree. Anybody disagree with that? Good money. What about the median? Maybe some people.
But what you said? You said the median?
The median.
125, right?
Yes, 125. And what's the range?
60.
60.
60. Yep. Bam. So remember, there may be a situation. First of all, on the mean, I totally forgot 114 in my first class, and I have Quay twice. So I'm saying to her, no, and she's saying, yes. And she was right. So I said to her, call me on it. And you all who have never had me before, if I make a mistake, it's okay to call me on it. I appreciate that because that shows me that you're paying attention. Okay?
Because niggas really don't know math.
Listen. Listen. Look, I am human. That's all I got for you. And I learn from you all just like you gonna learn from me. And again, that's to me, that's one of the joys of teaching. So now,
That's all we used to hear though, that you ain't know math. You don't even like math.
Hey, I love math. I can't spell. So on the mode, remember, ladies and gentlemen, as long as it fits the definition. So in this instance, we have two modes. We have 125 as well as 150. So that is a possibility. So for those of you who had one or the other, remember, you can have more than one mode. It all depends on the data set. The median, 125, it sits physically in the middle, and the range is 60. Yes. Now, you know I love decimals. Life is not in whole parts. So, somebody
I know you did not bring out the decimals, Miss. Are you sure?
It's necessary, Zach. It is a necessary evil, darling.
It is not.
Life is not in whole parts. Not all the time.
I don't like decimals or fractions.
Good. And that's all I'm gonna give you. The face. All right, so talk to me, somebody. What's the median?
The median is. Hold on, that's the wrong paper.
Yeah, I'm cool.
I agree with you, bro. I agree. I don't like math like that.
Well, I want you to know. Yes, darling. You know y'all gonna see some fractions and decimals. You know who I am. And you know I always put them last.
You know me too, Miss Hicks.
But it's all good. So again, you see them in order, right? Everything began with a 3. Then look at the second digit. Well, you had one that's 3, 2, so that had to go first. Then you had one that was 3, 3, so that had to go next. Then you had the other two. You got 3, 6, but you got 3, 6, 2 and 3, 6, 6. You know 3, 6, 2 came first. That means 3, 7, 2 had to come last. So add them together, good people. That's why I said pencil, paper, and a calculator. This is math technology classroom.
I'm still good, Miss Hicks.
Oh wait, I got the median, I think.
All right, that's fine. What's the median?
362,000, right?
Yep. So she said that the median is 362 thousandths, and she is correct because there are 5 digits. So that sits in the middle. What about the mode? Since we're gonna work backwards.
There isn't any.
Ain't none.
That's right, none. There is no mode. Thank you. And so the mean, when we add them together and divide, what did you get?
You said for the who?
For the mean.
Oh, I got 352,000.
352,000. Yes. And the range? I hate paper roughing. I love it. No, it's all good. Thank you. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, we will have decimals. We will have fractions because life is not in whole parts. So again, remember, regardless of what the data set looks like, the process is still the same. You are still for the mean. You are still going to add them all up and divide by the number of items, the mode. Okay, so everybody check yourself. Okay, so again, the mean, the mode, the median, those are called measures of central tendency. Okay, so, and again, this is laying the groundwork. So when we talk about measures of central tendency, remember, our first order of business is to put the numbers into numerical order. And I was hoping that you saw that from the way the problems were presented in the warm-up and looking at the solution. Each data set was put in numerical order. And again, the mean is the average. Same process, regardless of what the data set looks like. You will add them all up, and then you will divide by the number of terms. For the mode, you will look for the number or the item that appears most often. For the median, you know that's what sits in the middle. If the number of terms is even, then you know you have to add the middle two and divide by 2. Now, in our warm-ups, and I missed that, in our warm-ups, they were all odd, so it was easy for us to find the middle. But again, and in the future, you may have even numbers. You take the 2 middle, divide by 2. And although the range is not a measure of central tendency, it relates to the spread. So the range is the difference between the highest term and the lowest term. You just did a subtraction. Okay, so again, this hopefully serves as a refresher. Okay, and again, we are going to be using measures of central tendency in our discussion of models. So, the topics that we will be discussing during this term, we will study data, and data is either classified as categorical data or as quantitative data. And then we will model data using different representations, and we have 3. We will be doing histograms, box and whiskers, and dot plots. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so now here is where you need to take notes. I hope somebody is joining and not leaving. So get your pencil and paper, because you need to take some notes. Again, I would suggest that you have, just like you would in school, you can have a section of a 5 subject notebook. You can have a single notebook, but you should have something to work the problems, record some notes, so that again, you will have a point of reference. So the first data that we are going to talk about is categorical data. And categorical data has a part of a word that we know. So when you hear categorical, what do you think of? A familiar word. Well, the definition is information that can be divided into groups. So again, categorical sounds like what word that we already know?
Category.
Loving you. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Yes. So that's the way you can think about
No problem, Vic.
That's how you can think about categorical data. Categorical data is like putting things into categories, groups. So under categorical data, there are two types. One is called nominal categorical data, and that's descriptive. And those are questions like on general surveys, your highest level of education, your gender, your household income. So they can group you, or you can be grouped by your responses to those types of questions. So nominal categorical data is descriptive. But then you also have ordinal categorical data that is ordinal. And that means they have a set order. And that's like a customer satisfaction survey. And those are questions like, how are you feeling today? Like in the little picture that's on the slide. Or how severe is the pain? Think about when you went to the hospital and maybe you thought you broke your arm and they showed you that little card and they said, which of these pictures best describes your pain? And you have 0, the smiley face, and the last person, number 10, is crying. Okay? Again, you have set order, no pain all the way up to extreme pain. Or how satisfied are you with the service? You are very, very happy or very unhappy. But again, there is an order or a range of emotions, so to speak, or a range of feelings. So, summarize this in your notes. Again, categorical data is information that can be divided into groups. There are two types: nominal, which are descriptive things, and those are questions like your highest level of education, your gender, your household income. And then there is ordinal data that has a set order or a range of things. And those are questions, again, that appear on things like customer service or customer satisfaction surveys. How you feeling? Because you have a range of emotions. How severe is your pain? How was the service? Were you pleased? Were you not pleased? You know? So I'm going to give you a couple minutes to get that information. And again, write what you need to write so that you can remember. All right. And then the other type of data is quantitative data. And again, quantitative data is information that can be measured, because again, when we look at the word quantitative, what word do we know? Again, familiar word that also sounds like quantitative. And remember, this is a math class.
Say that again.
What word do you know? What familiar word do we know that sounds like quantitative? Because quantitative data is information that can be measured.
Quality.
Yep, quality and what else?
Quantity.
Quantity, yes, yes, absolutely. So discrete data, now discrete quantitative data can be counted. It's whole numbers. So it's things like the number of students in a class, somebody's age, or the number of days in a week, okay? So that's discrete quantitative data. Yes, it's numbers, but they are solid, okay? Now, we could also have continuous quantitative data, And that's data that can be broken down into smaller pieces, like your grade point average. You could have a 3.0, but then you can also have a 3.2, a 2.8. Okay? So those things can be broken down into smaller pieces. Or your height. You 5'3", you 6'1", you 5'9", you 4'11 and a half. Okay? Broken down into smaller pieces. And the same with your weight. You can weigh 150 and a quarter pounds. You can weigh 210 and a half. You can weigh 180 and 3/4. So discrete data, whole numbers, 5, 7, 12, 13. Continuous data can be broken down, or continuous quantitative data can be broken down into smaller pieces. Like I said, familiar, your height. I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9 and 3/4. So sometimes I'm 5'10", depending on how I'm feeling. Okay? But again, can be broken down into pieces. So take whatever notes you need to take on this. And for our Friday class, and I am going to show you the questions, so it will be on our recording. This is where we are going to start with our warm-up. We are going to determine if these questions are, hold on, Amira, I'm finishing my class, hold on. So we will be looking at these questions and determining whether they are quantitative or categorical. And if they are quantitative, are they discrete or continuous? And if they are categorical, are they nominal or ordinal? Okay? So that's where we're starting. Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to take roll one more time to make sure that I didn't miss anybody. So I have Mira, Zach, Taran, Sammy, Darian, Naz, Naira, Mai, Shanice, and Janae. Did I miss anybody?
Yeah, Quay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Quay, because I got you from the first time. I just skipped over you. I'm sorry, baby. I will call you. Anybody else that I missed? Okay, my loves. Have a great day. I will see you on Friday. Remember, mentoring is tomorrow, as well as electives for those of you who have them. Okay? All right, darlings. Have a great day. Take care.